Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To complete the final operating system project text, so here we are from group 3. Our group members are Aisyah Ridalula Putri, myself Dinara Al-Safina, and there is Siti Salbia Nur Habibah. Today we will learn how to manage and resolve deadlock using an OS simulator. In the main menu of the CPU simulator, we will create a deadlock scenario and then attempt to resolve it using various methods available in the OS simulator, including the release method. Before going any further, let me explain what deadlock is. Deadlock is a critical situation in operating system where multiple processes are waiting for each other to release resource, causing all involved processes to halt and no further communication to occur. To address this, we will go through a series of steps starting from creating programs that will induce deadlock to method for resolving it. In this session, we will utilize 4 simple programs, each allocating resource in sequence, thereby triggering a deadlock condition. Let's start by preparing our program in the compiler menu. Then we will see how deadlock occur and how to overcome them. We will create 4 programs as follows. The first program, named by P1, will allocate one resource, wait for 3 seconds, and then allocate the next resource as resource 2. This process will repeat from n is 1 to 20, then it will process to the next program and close. After this, compile until it appears in the program code or output, and then load it into memory. Do the same for programs 2, 3, and 4. Okay, after that, go back to compile menu and then replace the name of program is named by P2. We'll allocate resource 2 and then resource 3, compile and load it into memory. And the third program, replace it with name by P3. We'll allocate resource 3 and then resource 4, compile and load it into memory. And the last program, named by P4, will allocate resource 4 and resource 1, compile and load it into memory. Once all 4 programs are in the program list, open the OS0 menu. In the program list in OS0, you should see P1, P2, P3, and P4. We will test this program to induce deadlock. First, we need to set the system, select the round robin menu, and change the ticks to 10. Okay. In OS control, we can increase the CPU speed to 1, meaning the system processes our program faster. To monitor the process, go to the Views menu and open the View Resource, which will show the resource involved in the processes. Then, load the programs into the OS. The program will be in the Ready process or Ready queue. Once ready, click Start to begin the processes and observe the running process by clicking View Resource. We are using resource 1, 2, 3, and 4. If a deadlock occurs, a warning will appear indicating that a deadlock is detected. This is where we find ways to resolve the deadlocks. The first method is manual intervention. We can forcibly terminate one of the processes to release a resource, allowing other processes to continue. By releasing one resource, it will change from red to yellow and then to green. You can see in the running process menu at the back. So we can see the process running again. Okay, the resource color K indicates that green means available, the process has successfully run. Yellow means allocate only, the process is running. And red means allocate and request. The resource is in use and request by another process. Red is a key indicator of a deadlock, usually showing 3 or 4 fields in red. Once all processes are green, it means we have successfully resolved the deadlock manually. Now, my colleague will continue the presentation.
There are several methods to address deadlock, including prevention, recovery, and detection. Let's first explore the prevention method. In this method, a process can only process it off if all the resources needs are already gathered. We input the program list again and start the process. And start the process. The process continues running. And it does not encounter a deadlock when using the disallow, halt, and wait method. This shows that preventing process from holding resource while waiting for others can effectively prevent deadlock. We try disallow circular wait method. In the disallow circular wait method, a process cannot be interrupted while accessing its critical section. We test if this method can prevent deadlock by inputting the program list again and starting it. A deadlock occurs indication that with our occurrence process, the disallow circular wait method cannot prevent deadlock. Uh, program is process is continuous running. After releasing all resource and completing the process, it is acknowledged that deadlock cannot be prevented using this method in our scenario. Next, we try the use total ordering method. We input the program list again and start the process. Deadlock is successfully prevented using the use total ordering method. Next, my colleague will continue the discussion. Thank you.
Okay, next, there is another method to handle a deadlock, which is through recover menu. And in the recover menu, there are abort process and PM resource. Abort process is a prevention method that cancels one of the process based on its priority and the resource it is using. So we're gonna use this first. So check the abort process and then insert all the programs into the ready process. Then go to OS control, click start, and goes to fuse, choose fuse resource. You can see in here, there a warning sign that says process deadlock is detected. But after that, the program is still running. The program will finish. So when the program is running, it may encounter a deadlock, but the deadlock can be avoided and the system will return to normal again. And then the second one, we use the preempt resource. Preempt research is a prevention method that reallocates research from one process to another so that this process can escape the deadlock condition. So check the preempt research and then insert all the program again. After the program loaded, click Start and go to Views. It also warning sign displayed again. And it's same as before. The program is running, but it may encounter a deadlock, but the deadlock can be avoided and the system will return to normal again. So, and then the last method is do not detect menu. When you are using do not detect and a deadlock occurs, the process will not proceed and the program will not provide any information about the issue within this process. So we're gonna use do not detect and then insert all the program again. Go to voice control and then click Start. Go to View, choose Views, Research. So you can see in here, when the program is running, it will experience a deadlock, but it will not be able to escape from the deadlock. Therefore, this prevention method cannot be used. You can see in here, there are no warning sign, and in the waiting process, the process P1, P2, P3, and P4 are not running. So the solution we can use for this is release the one process to prevent a deadlock. So we're gonna release the R1. And then the program is running. And all the program is now finished. So yeah, that's all for today's presentation. May all that we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.